Michael, first of all, tell us exactly how this works. How much business will a button like Button exactly drive to Uber?
So the goal and the objective, and Emily, thanks for having me today, and Sebastian, nice to meet you. For us, what we're trying to accomplish is build a network that enables app developers to connect. And what we're seeing and what the internet and developers everywhere have told us is that they're craving to build solutions that help make connections easier. And so in Button's case, what we're trying to do is take really, really obvious use cases. You're in a wonderful local discovery application like Foursquare, you're looking at restaurants or venues that you're likely to travel to. The natural next step is for us as Button to invoke a button to show an Uber to take you there. The beauty of this is that we're trying to predict where you're going to want to go and then ultimately render a simple way to do that and facilitate that process.
But your business model is directly linked to the amount of traffic you're driving to the other app. So how much traffic do you expect to drive to Uber?
Well, the goal with Uber and any of the partners that we're lining up to work on our platform is obviously as much as we can through as many channels as we can. We know that Foursquare is one great use case. The amount of time and investment and cost it takes Button to launch another Foursquare isn't that significant. So for us, with Uber being the primary first step and the first partner that's within our network, it's a pretty good endorsement of two really respected companies endorsing this thesis that app connections should exist.
Michael, I have a question. Every time I open my phone, I get bothered by the fact that it's organized like the world is organized in corporation. Each button is a different company.
Yep.
Is that the end of it? Does it mean now I can be in one activity, and no matter what the company is serving me, I can be staying in that same activity?
Well, you know, I think it's a model that we're seeing a lot of companies play with in different markets. And you're seeing in the Chinese market, WeChat has done a really phenomenal job of building a number of features and services into their one umbrella portal or messaging service. And so in that case, you're seeing companies try to bundle a lot of these services. What Button's thesis is, and what we're building to, is that there are a lot of use cases in the app world that should be connected, whether that's reviewing flights in an OTA application that you ultimately want to go book inside of a different airline's flight application, or if that's, you know, looking at a beautiful product on Pinterest and then wanting to go purchase that product. And the best environment, the best experience that you can give as a developer is bringing that user into your application. And so for us, we're trying to make those connection points easier. Sebastian, to your point, if it's really bringing out a hub and spoke model where you have, you know, a number of companies that have traffic, that have generated or developed relationships with consumers that bring them back, there's got to be a revenue story associated with that. Today, in a lot of cases, that revenue story is ads. And if you look at ads in mobile, this isn't really inspiring. So what Button's trying to do is bring in a model of affiliated commerce, saying, hey, in this experience, based on the intent that we're inferring, based on what you've done and what you're reviewing and what people like you've done in the past, it's likely you're going to want to go make a purchase in another application. And that's where Button comes in.
So when you make these deals with companies like Foursquare and so on and Uber, how resistant are they? Are they very open-minded and say, you've always been waiting for this? Or are they saying, you know, I want them to come to my app?
The beauty is that we facilitate the connections into the application. So for us, it's not saying, hey, we want to bundle all the experience into one app. What we're doing is actually letting the developers who have invested so much in their experiences, in the actual the consumer journeys that they've built, we're letting those developers bring consumers into that. We're just creating the protocol and the system to make that connection into that app very simple. And so they love us. Frankly, the truth is, and I'm probably speaking out of turn because they should tell you this, but the fun part for us is that a lot of the partners that we're signing up, those that are public today and those that have yet to be announced, they're our best business development pipeline out there. They're going out there and selling the Button service because they're building these partnerships on their own. They just need somebody to go out there and actually build the rails and build the pipes to connect them in.
Michael Jaconi, CEO of Button, thanks so much. Interesting with Google just unveiling a buy button, Sebastian and Mary Meeker highlighting buy buttons in her Internet Trends presentation. Also, I learned a new word today, deep linking, which is how apps connect to each other.
It's the future, absolutely.
Is it going to become as complex as the web?
Yeah, because people don't want to know what companies behind this and go to different companies. They just want to be connected and do what they think they want to do.